Welcome to the Clay Allen Chronicles. Find yourself. Find your place. Find your peace.
It's a little more intimate. So, hello. Thank you for clicking the play button. Tonight, I kind of want to talk about some making changes, drastic changes. I kind of want to talk about how it's some stuff that I'm going to be going through. I can't really. There's like some stuff that I can't say. But when it comes to a job and doing the things that you love or doing the things that you enjoy, and trying to find like a middle ground or a happy medium between, what's good for you, what pays the bills, what's good for your soul, what's good for, the things that are inside your mind, your thoughts of what interests you, what makes you happy, what you're passionate about. I'm getting close to 50. Next month I'll be 50, and there's just a lot of things that I wish I'd have done differently. So I've kind of over the last few years been making strides towards doing those things that I wanted to do, or that I maybe might have had interest in, but just never took the plunge because of fear, worrying about falling on my face. And that's kind of what's going on with me. Is I'm going to be transitioning into some different things, leaving my place of employment and taking a little bit of a break, and putting in some effort into filming, doing stuff that I do on the sides. I do a lot of, or I try to do. I can't do that much because I work full time, so it's really tough. But making content creation, doing commercials for local businesses, wedding videos, just different stuff. And I'm gonna take about 8 months and try to polish up on some of that. And in the course of doing so, there's risks to take. And luckily, I have the support of my spouse, so we will encounter all the ups and downs the best way we see fit. And like I said, but the message, I guess, is it's important, I think, to don't spend your whole life doing all the stuff that you don't really want to do. I was a truck driver for a long time, almost 27 years, and I did it solely because I could. And I started out young, had my first child when I was 19. And I didn't see myself going to college because I had to be a dad. I had to pay bills and take care of things. So I ventured into truck driving and got all my licenses on my own. I didn't go to school for it, and that's just what I did because I knew I could, and it was an easy way for me to make a good paycheck and pay the bills and keep things afloat. The problem was I just kind of got stuck in it and stayed doing that for years and years, and never really followed anything that I wanted to do. I just did what I needed to do. And now I'm changing that a little bit. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is just, I hate to see myself, not to mention anybody else, put things off and just keep putting them off until it's too late. We don't get younger, we get older, and it happens fast. It's slow in the beginning. When we were all kids, we were always wondering, it seemed like forever before we were 16, and then forever before we were old enough to buy booze, and it just kept going until you were like almost 30, and then you realized, whoa, hey, wait, slow down, it's going a little too fast. So, and that's what happens. That's life. And I hate to see, there's so many stories that you see people have followed their dreams, and they're making a good living and they're happy, and you sit there and you do your 9 to 5 thing that you do out of habit, and you go, man, I wish I could feel that. I wish I could have that. And the only thing stopping you from having that is you. Just quit making excuses and just start doing it. And that's what I'm going to try to do. And I just encourage everybody to do the same. I hate to see, like I said, I hate to see everybody waste their life doing something rigmarole that they don't want to do. Something that's like a redundant task that they just keep doing because it works. And that's fine. It's commendable, that you want to maintain something. And I'm not just saying I'm not going to. I'm going to obviously find something if my thing doesn't pan out. But I've always had something. I've never gone very long without anything as far as jobs go. But I'm not going to just keep plugging along doing the same old boring things that I don't want to do, just to inevitably come to the end of the road where for age or health I just end up falling off the face of the earth, and for what? I didn't accomplish none of the stuff I wanted to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push towards it. Maybe I won't make it. I don't know. Maybe I will, but I'm going to definitely try, and I'm not going to sleep on the idea anymore. So, and I encourage everybody that's got an idea or a thought to do something. I encourage you to do so. I encourage you to don't listen to the naysayers and the doubters. I mean, granted, your idea has to have some solidity. If it doesn't, then yeah, maybe you might want to rethink your passion. But if it's got some sort of structure and some sort of ability to make a living at it, or not fail instantly, then go for it. Speaking of failure, failure is something that we have to do in order to do better. And if you aren't failing at something that you're trying, you're not doing it right. You have to learn the do's and the don'ts. So that's part of it. Trying to think if there's any more that I can go on. I wrote notes, but the notes were short. Make a video about making drastic changes in your life or career and follow what you're passionate about. I don't know, you guys have heard me say this before. You've heard me talk about it before. And I believe strongly and deeply in it. And I encourage, especially in this YouTube space, I encourage everybody that I encounter. And granted, it's not like I'm encountering everybody on YouTube. I'm really only encountering the things that I'm interested in. And I've kind of fallen into a group of different people that I don't necessarily talk to every day, but each and every one of those people in that YouTube space is very encouraging, very supportive. They're all, and that speaks it speaks a lot for the like the saying where surround yourself with like-minded people. And it's true, man. I've never gotten as much support in this as I have this year, when I started really pushing out towards other people that inspired me. And ever since that happened, whether I'm successful at this or whether it's going the right way or not, I've made some really valuable friends and people that, like I said, they encourage me. They support me. And I don't think I would have that anywhere else if I hadn't started pushing and pursuing in this area, this content creation realm. And I'm grateful for that. There's so many of them. Mike Newman, at Level Up with Mike Newman, Kevin Ray over at Back to the Retro Review. Dave Saltera is another one that I like watching, and he's an inspiration. Bark at Obscure Mics. There's just a lot of people. I'm probably not mentioning all of them, but I'm mentioning the ones that I talk to relatively on a normal basis. They're just cool group of people, very supportive, Very encouraging. And it's like if you're doing something and you're not going the right way, they'll let you know. They'll tell you, hey, maybe you should try doing this, or don't do that. Or nobody has once been demeaning about it. I don't know. There's just something to be said about that. That's like a sense of camaraderie, and I really like it. And I'm going to keep going. I was sick for a little while. Had some issues going on. I still do. Making my way, mustering through it. But I was down for about 3 weeks, so I wasn't looking at much on YouTube. I wasn't doing much, so I've kind of gotten a little behind as far as posting for the Chronicles. I have started getting back into it slowly, and I've got a couple videos going up on the Clay Allen review. So yeah, getting better. And I don't know, that's it. I just kind of wanted to get on tonight and say that I really think it's important to push, and sometimes you've got to make leaps that you're afraid to do. And if you're afraid of it, that's a good sign. That means that it's potentially a good route for you, but there's a lot of things to think about. In my opinion, like, good things don't normally come real easy. So if you have to worry and you have to take chances, those are what I would call the hard parts of something. And that could lead to a very good outcome in whatever it is you're pursuing. So that's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say tonight. If anybody has any questions or any input to that, please leave a comment below. I really love comments. I also especially love comments when we do lives. Me and Mike and me and Kevin, when we do our lives, you guys chiming in the chat is probably at least 75% of the show. And if it wasn't for everybody watching and commenting, it wouldn't be much of a show. So I appreciate each and every one of you. From the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. And please keep commenting and keep watching. And that's it. I will see you in the next video.
You've been listening to the Clay Allen Chronicles.